All right, guys, happy March 24th. I know we've had a little hiatus. Appreciate y'all letting us unplug and have some fun in DR. Really excited about tonight's topic. Of course, if you can show your face, we always love to see it. If not, totally get it. Proud that you're here. Make sure you take a photo, share with your friends what you're doing on a Sunday night because most people don't do this with their time. They don't spend time on mindset and plugging into a community. And that's really hard, but fulfilling work. So I'm proud of you all for being here. And we'll keep it to 30 minutes as much as we can. I wanted to run through some quick announcements. So Allie and I had the opportunity to try a brand new program coming out in June from Elise called Body Lava. It's a good one. It's going to be 6 weeks long, 5 workouts per week, and the workouts will only be 20 minutes. She does encourage like doing additional stretching, like warm up, cool down, but we'll get to that when it comes. But June 6th, the sample workout will come out, and then June 27th will be when the program launches. So we will do a full test group for that, and really excited for the strength and flexibility coming with that. Through Friday, yeah, looking at my calendar. Through Friday, if you purchase a Total Solution Pack, so if your body renewal is coming up or you have new challengers coming on, remind them there's an extra Energize thrown in there. So something a little bonus to remind people of. Also through the 31st of March. Wow, I love this full screen. Just going through some quick announcements if you came on late. Through the 31st of March, if you've kind of paused your Shakeology and you're restarting it up, they are doing a $10 off promo through the end of the month. So nice incentive to get back on your supplements because March is actually March is Shakeology's 15th birthday. So it's been around for 15 years. I've been using it for almost 10 of those years and don't know how I went without it. Neither does my digestion, but if you're also looking to try Shakeology and incorporate it, that's another great way to get a little additional money off. Some other announcements. There's been some questions in our message pod on Instagram, which if you're not in it and want to be added, it's a place for daily support, accountability. We share recipes. If you have questions or you're struggling with something, it's just a really great place to feel more connected to the community. Happy to add you. Just add your Instagram handle in the chat here and I'll add you. But there's some new kind of mini programs that have been launched and are being launched. So you might have noticed on Body, there's a new Active Agers program, which is so cool. Lacey launched it with her mom being one of the prime people in that program. And it's a 5 workout series, so smaller. But if you have parents that are maybe struggling with what to do, how to stay active, that's a great opportunity to let them try your body and see what it's like. In addition to that, there is going to be the 3-day split that a lot of you have been asking about from Autumn launching April 1st. That'll be 6 new workouts that you repeat 3 a week. So it's a 3 workouts a week program, which might seem like, oh, that's not a lot. Well, we all know Autumn and she's doing 45-minute workouts for this. So this is for someone that like doesn't necessarily want to do 5 to 6 days a week, but wants to still see a lot of results. So we'll be sharing some more about that this week as well. There is some kind of like teaser samples on the Body classes already. So if you want to check that out, they are already there. In addition to that, they'll be launching some other kind of branded specials of some other programs. There's a bike for beginners only already up, and there's an MBF 20, which is the 20-minute version of Muscle Burns Fat already on Body. So I get it. Sometimes there's like, whoa, I don't know what all of these things are. That's why you have a partner, and that's why you guys have these calls. So if you have any questions or you're like, what the heck are you talking about? Put it in the chat. There's no stupid question. That's what we're here for. But ultimately, it just shows how much value and cool stuff's going on, that there's really something for everyone. So if you're struggling with your program that you're on, there's something else we can switch you to that you can be excited about. I think that was all of my announcements. Besides next Sunday, we will be doing a partner preview call led by our girl Megan, who is one of my newest partners. She was a challenger for, I don't know, 2 to 3 years, and finally like drew a line in the sand in December and was like, I'm doing a program, I'm going all out, I'm getting results. And she's officially lost 9 pounds and 12 inches in the last 3 months. So, proof that having the ultimate accountability to your journey and learning how to share it on our team is one of the big secret sauces to getting results. So, highly encourage you guys to hop on next Sunday's call, hear a little bit more from her. But tonight is all about Rach. Do we want to do any recognition? Anyone wants to shout out?
Can I shout out my girls that showed up for me tonight? Woo, look at y'all. I'm so proud of you.
Yes, yes, yes. We love the new faces. And like I said, show that you're here because it matters, and love seeing a full screen. Makes these calls more fun. I wanted to just shout out all of you for being here because, again, love seeing more faces, and just our message pod who took on my challenge for this week, which I'll share publicly here too, is anytime you have your glow juice this week, tag it in your Instagram stories, because when you tag your friends in our community, even if you've never met them before, when I get a tag, I know how I feel. I'm like, oh shit, like Rachel's up. I got to get my butt out of bed. So it's powerful and it matters, and it just makes your journey fun. So challenging y'all, if you have your energize, tag us in your glow tags this week. Have fun with it. I know Easter's coming up. Do a little fun, like be creative. It's all good. You don't have to do anything special, but any other recognition? I'll lastly shout out Allie earned her third rewards trip this year for her and her husband, and it was so nice to just spend some unplugged time together. It's proof that all of the moms on our team can run this business and be successful and can inspire other people. And she pushes me every day. So it was really nice to spend some fun time together in the sun. All right. Rachel is going to talk about mindset tonight, which is why you guys all are here. I am going to let her kick off her call, but I asked her to do this because for so many of us, we get in the groove of like checking off a box. Like we can get our workouts done. We can maybe implement our supplements or shift our nutrition a little bit. Or maybe we're just kind of feeling like, well, nothing's really changing and I'm getting frustrated, or like I don't want to make nutrition shifts, or I just feel totally off and I'm frustrated at work and getting stressed by the people around me. So I'm going to let her share this topic tonight, and we're going to continue to talk deeply about this moving forward because your mindset is the golden ticket to everything in life, right? So thanks for leading tonight, and I'll let you take it away, Rach.
Can you can you give me access? Do I
You
have
should have
access?
it.
Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. So if you didn't know, I'm a teacher and I run on slides. So it helps me stay on track. So I don't like talk forever. But tonight is all about our mindset and how to get unstuck, and overcome and make our goals happen. So, for instance, basic about me, I'm a newer mom. I'm also a teacher, second grade, and the education field right now is struggling. There's a lot of people that are negative. And so this was perfect topic title for this because it has been a lot of things that I've had to deal with. And some of these things I've learned from our community on mindset tools that we have, plus some other amazing tools like Growth Day. If you don't know about that, we can talk later about it. But these are all things that I've learned and I think are really important. So, our objectives, like I said, I'm a teacher. So, we're going to be talking about motivation, focus, energy, and confidence. And then I have some tangible tips at the end. So, stay tuned. And I have some questions for the group if we can get through all of these. Okay. So, first off is motivation. So, a lot of people say, I'm not motivated to do XYZ. Well, actually, you can be. Motivation is the foundation of your discipline. Now, motivation doesn't always feel good. It doesn't have to, because feeling good is a feeling, it's not motive or the motivation. So, when motivation is present, that means you have a motive, you have a reason for making an action towards something. That's not a feeling. There's not excitement behind that. Some things that you're excited to do, then you feel like you're motivated. But for instance, I heard this like saying, we are motivated to get our taxes done, but it's not exciting to get our taxes done, right? We just don't want the IRS after us, right? So, like, those are things that I hear a lot. Like, I don't have the same motivation. I'm just not motivated. Bull crap. I'm sorry. You have the discipline, you just deciding not to do it. Now, I'll give you some tips later on of how to get yourself excited for that motivation. But these are just some things that I've taken um, and learned from. So, like I said, if you say I don't have the motivation, check yourself. Are you not motivated? Like you don't want to do the thing? Or are you just not excited to do the thing? That's two different things. Um, for motivation, there is belief and ambition. So the belief is, do you believe you can achieve it? Because when you believe you can achieve it, then you're most likely going to be able to achieve it. It doesn't have to be a short term, long term kind of deal. But if you say, there's no way I'm going to be able to lose X amount of weight, well, then probably not, because you're making yourself believe that. And so your actions are going to align with your beliefs. And that's going to also align with your motivation and the action that you take. So you have to use your future self. So envision the person that you really want to be and envision the future for that person and seeing yourself accomplish it. That's really what's going to help you push towards the goals that you want to achieve. And ambition, when you feel stuck, ambition is what needs to go up. It needs to rise. And ambition is the desire to do something. It's not like the picture of the perfect woman getting her stuff done. No, it's actually just the desire to do something and achieve it. That's it. That's what ambition means. So detach yourself from the past you, because that's where a lot of our mistakes come from. We're putting the past self, the old version of us, into our current reality, and we're stopping ourselves from moving forward. Take away all the present circumstances. Where you are right now, you might not want to be there right now. Think about who you want to be. That's where you want to take your action towards. And then stop thinking about all the other things people have put on you or told you. Oh, you can never do that because your mom couldn't do that. Or your family does this, so you're also going to do this. Or, for instance, I have a student who was really bad for one of my coworkers. He's not that bad for me. She's like, oh, just wait until he does that to you. Just wait. Well, he hasn't done it. So, like, you got to let all of that go. You have to let all of that go and move forward. And a quote that I heard was, pick up the pen from the current page that you're on, turn the page, and start on a blank page. You have a blank page right now to go forward towards wherever goal you want to go. You just have to write the story. So that's my, I don't think that's it. Yeah, that's my motivation. Like I said, when you feel stuck, rise up your ambitions. So what's tomorrow going to be about? Think about that when you feel stuck. Am I building for in the future, or am I kind of building off of what I've already done? And then what skill do I want to develop for who I want to be in the future? And so vision these things out, like think about them, think about who you want to be, who you want your future self, the goals that you want to achieve. How does that person achieve those? Oh, I forgot the order of things. Okay, what do I believe about myself and my future right now? So I feel this way, so I'm going to do blank things. So for instance, this one is talking about this is how I believe in myself and my future self forward. So I feel like I'm incapable of starting and finishing Dig Deeper. If you've said that about any program, or you said, I feel like I can't do XYZ, stop right there, figure out what you need to do to then do those things. So this is my example. Like I said, if I feel incapable of starting and finishing a 12-week program like Dig Deeper, that's freaking hard, but it's so good. I'm going to schedule all the workouts in my calendar and make them appointments in my phone, so that way I can check them off and give it my best shot and feel successful in the moment. So that's what you should be doing instead of stopping and starting over. The next topic is focus, and focus your mind on what you want, not a motivation problem. It's a focus problem. So when we sometimes think of like our motivation is lacking, it's really our focus. And these data points scare the crap out of me right now, because watching average Americans on a daily watch 2+ hours of TV every day, and 2+ hours of social media scrolling, just like checking it out. That's 4 hours of the 24 hours we have. Think about the 8 hours that we go to work and probably the 6 to 7 hours that we sleep. That's not a lot of other time. So that's scary. We have so much time. Our focus is getting distracted. And that's what I wanted to talk about with this focus topic. Um, where we focus is where our aim is going to go. So if we're focusing on TV and social media and just binging on staring at something, that's where our focus is going to go. But when we focus on building ourselves up, connecting with people, building relationships, that's where we're going to grow in. So some ideas for you are: put your phone on do not disturb. I have do not disturb from the hours of 10 p.m. to the hours of 4:30, because that's usually when my first alarm goes off. That's my do not disturb. I don't get notified on anything. I have my notifications turned off. Danielle, close your ears. On Instagram and Facebook, on Messenger, on pretty much everything. Because if not, my brain would be like, squirrel, I need to answer that. Squirrel, I need to answer that. I can't have the notifications. So they don't even pop up. There's not even a circle on it. I have nothing. So I just go in and I check and catch up on what I haven't missed or what I've missed. And then I use timers because if you can't tell, I'm a little ADD. And so keeping myself on time and keeping myself on track is really helpful. I do it during the school day to remind myself to switch to the next subject if there's not like an easy break. I do it for my kids. Like, using timers will help you shift your focus and do the things that you need to do. So some other things, I need to move sober. Our focus is down into things. Sometimes our focus is dialed into things that don't help us progress towards our goals. Like I said, TV, social media, maybe other things, gossip, negativity, whatever. Focus needs to align to the values that you want to have, to your personal values, the best of who you are today and who you're going to become. So, for instance, there's drama, there might be negativity in your workplace. What do I do with that? Because that happens a lot lately. I shut my door and I stay in my corner. And that might sound really harsh. And I'm not like running to go comfort somebody. But if it happens on a regular basis, then it gets tiring. It's like the boy who cried wolf. I'm going to stay in my corner and I'm going to love you from a distance. Now, I've showed her compassion. There's one specific person. I've showed her compassion. I even put a little sticky note on her door on Friday. I didn't say anything to her. I just wrote something that was like from my morning mindset. And I said, love you on the back. So she knows that I'm thinking about her. She knows that I care about her, but I'm not going to be the one to run to her because she's got tons of other people that do that. And that can keep me away from the negativity and just hearing the on and on gossip. Some other things about focus: inaction stays inactive. So if you don't make any action, you ain't going to progress. Action builds into momentum, which then builds into more action. So once you start the wheel is going to keep moving, whatever that scientific thing is. Like, you know what I'm talking about. Capture the wins. Guys, every single win that we have, like Megan losing all the weight, I didn't know that. That's so exciting. Capturing those wins, sharing those wins with your community, that helps you build yourself up, which then helps build other people up when they see how excited we are and how fun this can be together. Okay, energy. Oh my gosh, energy. Who has said, I don't have the energy for this? Who said that before? I have many times. So, what's your energy level like? That's really important when it comes to feeling stuck. You got to go back to what's going to give you the good energy. So, tiredness is also mental fatigue. which then comes into visual fatigue. So staring at screens, if you're in front of a computer during the day, give yourself some time to get off of a screen because the blue lights, like all of the things, can cause headaches. And y'all, I've had headaches this week. Holy moly, they are not fun. So if you're feeling tired and fatigued, do Meds RX. If you know Brendan Burchard, he lives by this method. So Meds RX is meditation, exercise, diet or nutrition, sleep, and then relationships, connecting with other people, and then supplements. So when he feels really tired, I just took this straight from him. When he feels really, really tired, he goes back to the basics, and that is Meds RX. Focus your mind, meditate, do some quiet time, exercise, get some movement in, because we all know that helps. Y'all, literally, I had a headache this morning and I actually worked out. I did leg day, the last leg day of Dig Deeper. I was scared as heck. But y'all, my headache's gone. Holy moly. Medicine right there. Your body works when you're moving. Diet, when you're eating good, your body feels good. When you get good night's sleep, like no screens before bed, at least an hour before bed, you feel good. Your brain's nice and rejuvenated. Relationships, having those connections, and then your supplements help you next level. And then something that I really dug into this week, and the thing that I told my coworker was release, rejoice, recalibrate, the 3 R's. If you release what you cannot control, get it out of your brain, let it go. It clears up so much of your focus, your energy, your everything. Release it. Rejoice. Find something exciting that you can get excited about, like just be happy about for that day. And then recalibrate, reset your brain for the next thing. Or sometimes you can just even use the 3 R's in the middle of the day if you have to. Like release the things that aren't serving you right now, rejoice in the things that are pleasing you and you're excited for in the future, and then recalibrate for later. Confidence. Oh my gosh, this one's a big one because as women, we struggle with the confidence a lot, I feel. So, confidence, belief in your capabilities to figure things out. That's literally what confidence is. And maybe unpopular opinion, self-doubt is okay. You know why? Because it helps you understand the areas you need to grow in. If you feel like you are not good at something, and I will tell you, I was supposed to have this call on Wednesday. Of course, I also got sent home sick on Wednesday, but I told Dana, I was like, I don't know what to talk about. And she's like, let's have a chat. Let's do this. And I was having self-doubt. I was having the lack of not knowing what I wanted to do. And you know what that was? It was my inner voice that probably wasn't even me, because I can tell you exactly who it was. It's back in high school, back when I was a volleyball player, my coach telling me I wasn't good enough. Those voices still come out. And that is what self-doubt is a lot of the time. It's voices from our past that are telling us we're not good enough. We're not capable enough. That's not us. That's not ourselves. That's not our best self telling us those things. So I've tried, I don't believe in myself, and maybe that is what you're telling yourself. But when that comes in, when that voice comes in, stop, reevaluate what is causing these things. Use it as a learning experience and ask yourself 2 questions. What do I need to learn from those mistakes that I've made? And then what areas do I need to scale up and train so that I can do better next? If you're feeling a lot of self-doubt and you're not feeling able to progress forward. So, let me see. Yes. Develop your self-respect and trust to try new things, because that's what's going to build your confidence. Doing the hard things and then knowing that you're going to still live and you're going to still keep going. That's what's going to build your confidence. And think about this. Every plot, every movie, every story you've ever heard, the character had doubt. The character had a problem, but they overcame it every time. Not getting trapped in what other people have to tell about them or put on them, they overcame the things. So we develop confidence by repeating and practicing these things, doing hard things and showing ourselves that we can do it, trusting ourselves to let go and learn from the mistakes, learn from the experiences. All right, I'm almost to the end. My 4 tips 4 takeaways. I literally live by these. One, if you feel stuck, have a dance party, turn up the jams, let it go, always have some fun. Let your body move, like do the fun things. I do it in my classroom every single morning. We start off with a dance party, we start off with an affirmation song. If you have kids, Doggyland from Snoop Dogg, he has like a kids. We do the affirmation song every day. We do the little dance moves and everything. My kids love it. I love it. And I do it for Brooks too on the weekends. So, dance party all the time. Go outside, get some fresh air because fresh air is good for your skin, it's good for your brain, all the fresh oxygen. That's what's going to help you feel refreshed if you're feeling stuck. 3 is move as an exercise, not just dancing, but exercise. Like do a workout, go for a run, go for a bike ride, stretch even. Doing that is going to get your hormones in the right place. It's going to give you some good fire to move forward and get unstuck. And then number 4, I couldn't really figure out like a good topic for it, but I said be free. Do something that's good for you, something that's going to help you feel good about yourself. So whether that's read a chapter of a book, maybe take a nice long shower or a nice bubble bath, or do your hair, like paint your toenails, paint your fingernails, do something that gets you away from the hustle and bustle of every day and relaxes your mind, body, and soul. And then our questions. So these are like open-ended questions. I know we only have a few more minutes, but these are some questions that are good to help think about what area you want to work on the best, and where you want to go with your mindset. So what's something you feel is missing in your mindset growth? And these are for you to like think about. You can chat them, write them down in the chat, or you can just open your mouth and whatever, the mic, that's what I mean. What type of mindset routine would be easiest to implement? So do you think reading in the morning or at night, like listening to something would be easy to implement? And for me, I listen to stuff on the way to work, with Brooks in the car on the way to daycare, and then I finish on the way to work. What area do you feel needs the most support for you out of the ones that I talked about? So like, does your confidence need more support, energy, focus, or motivation? And then 4 is like dream scenario. What do you want your mindset to be like? Obviously, we want it to be like perfect, but like, what does that look like for you? Because you're perfect, your version might be different than mine. I have a lot of background things that have caused me to be like this. So I've gone through some, not traumas, but I mean, trauma, I guess. Old relationships that have really scarred me. My childhood not being good enough. Like watching my mom have the lowest self-esteem, and so I wanted to do the different. So like there's other things and experiences that I've had that have made me into the person I am today. So you might have different experiences that have made you into the person you are today and who you want to be in the future. So open-ended. If you want to answer some questions, we have like 2 minutes if we want to go, but I'm done. So
That was awesome, Rach. I'll let you guys, if you want to type anything in the chat or open up. I was just thinking about this today because I kind of said it in the Instapod, but like disconnecting and taking time for yourself. Like I think we all get really good at our workouts and logging in this group and everything like that, but times I feel most fatigued or exhausted, it's because I'm not taking time to like really disconnect, right? Like vacation's always so great because you just spend time disconnecting and not worrying about all of the things going on in your life. But I definitely would recommend to each of you, the meditations on body are so great. And I go through phases of doing them and not doing them. They're easy to do, easy not to do. But there's even some ones for sleep on there. So like I think we forget that those tools are there. And I did a hot yoga class today with my friend, and I tend to like those things and getting a massage because it forces me to put my phone away. Like there's no checking it, there's no scrolling. And I actually really do support Rachel in saying not having notifications for your social media. I don't have that either. I don't know how people do that. It's like, whoa. So I totally encourage you guys, like those are simple things that you can go on your phone tonight and like there's no reason you need every Facebook notification up when someone likes or comments. It's the dopamine rush, like the happy hormone that we get from feeling liked. But if you truly want to build a life that you're present for, social media shouldn't be the first thing on your phone, right? And this is coming from someone who has built our community on social media, and I love it, and I want you to check in, but maybe there's a timer every day that says 5 p.m. is my time to check in a bot group, right? I personally have just found that very helpful. It doesn't mean you go away and you never talk to the team again and you sit on your island, right? Because we don't want that either. But like just having more intention, I think, is the biggest thing that I got from Rachel's call. And it's an endless effort to be able to implement. I don't know if anyone else has anything else that they're working on or want to implement that they learned from Rach and want to share quickly.
I'll just piggyback off of what Danielle said. So I know Danielle and I had a call last week and I was sort of just like down in the dumps. I was like, I'm in a funk. It's been like 2 weeks. And I basically said, I need to set like intentions. Like this is because it was like overcoming me. Like I don't have any of my notifications on either. I haven't even before I restarted Body, but I was just like, okay, do I need to post a story? Do I need to do this? What do I need to do? And then it was just like consuming me. And then my stress was like up to here. And I'm like, I can't do this. Like I need to, yeah, set a timer. So I know Danielle and I talked about that, but then Rachel, you just reiterated like set that timer, don't let it consume you. So I'm working, I'm getting better. It's a progress, but I'm trying. So good job, Rachel.
Oh, I set timers for chores at my house because when you live by yourself, nobody's gonna be here to know if things are clean or not. Like I treat myself like a toddler for simple tasks in my brain. So there's no like shame in any of this. You know, sometimes we forget the basic things, but that's what gets stuff done. Or like I can't do X until I do, or I can't do Z until I do X and Y, right? So like I knew I was going to hot yoga tonight. I had to do X and Y before I left and had fun with my friend. So, you know, anyways, anyone else taking anything from tonight's call they want to share? You learned something? All right, you guys can always post in the Insta chat after this. I would love to hear what you're implementing. One thing this week, okay? Share in the text message or the Instapod. Oh, Taylor, right? Cool. Love the 3 R's. Thank you, Rach. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, thanks for showing up. I hope to see you next Sunday, same time, same place. You'll hear more from Megan. Rach rocked it, and post your takeaways in the Instant Pod because it'll inspire others to be on these calls, and it's so important. So
I keep thinking you're saying Instapot.
sorry, Sunday night brain. Love you guys. I will see you on Zoom tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.